I wanted to quickly hop on here just to talk about something that came up for me today. You can see I've got the fire going there. I'm just in a different part of the house. Fireplace goes right through to the other side of the house. So it's warm everywhere. It's really cold in Cape Town. But I wanted to talk quickly about authenticity. Authenticity is the highest frequency that we can achieve, higher than love. Did you know that? So it's time for us to step into our authenticity unapologetically, because this is what's going to inspire the entire planet. Not only to wake up, not only to raise its consciousness, but really to step into their authenticity, which as a humanity, we really need to do right now. It's because we've not been authentic that the planet is in such a state. I giggle about it, but it's true. We always try and put on appearances. We always try and pretend that everything is fine. We always pretend, I'm talking collectively about humanity. We pretend that we are perfect, or we like this, or we like that. Why is it that humanity doesn't want to step into its authentic self? Why do we have to put on a persona? Why do we have to put on a different face? Why do we think what we are is not enough for the outside world? That's my question to you today. We've always been told, oh, you've got to be like this. You've got to look like this. You've got to do these things. You've got to say these things. You've got to speak like this in order to be accepted by society. And it's just in this age that we are in, it's just not going to fly anymore. That is why authenticity is so important right now, because by you being authentic, you're going to inspire others to be authentic. And it's about just stepping out of the lies, out of the facades, out of the fake layers of society. When we are authentic, we challenge others to do the same. And when we feel that we are enough, we can afford to be authentic, right? We don't have to pretend that we're something we're not. We don't have to pretend that we're perfect. We don't have to pretend that everything is fine when it's not. We can just be our authentic self. And that has a very high frequency. It's something that on this planet we've not really been allowed to do. It's a free will planet. I'm not saying you cannot do it, but it's been frowned upon. That's why we have all these cultures that create these superficial layers of society having to behave in a certain way. Think about the English culture. They always say the English can't express themselves because it's always about suppression. It's always about being perfect. It's all about not, speaking out of turn, right? The whole English language has been designed like that. And think about the French. They can probably be a bit more authentic, but still, if you think of how the monarchy has trained France, King Louis, what was it, the 17th, that trained all of French people how to use their cutlery, how to behave in public. What do they call it? Social etiquette. But all it is just people pretending to be something they are not. And this is what we need to shake now from humanity at this stage in our lives. This is what we, as the volunteers, the star seeds, the envoys, special envoys, whatever you want to call us, we came here to do. We are the system breakers. I know that a lot of you, like me, have been rebellious probably all your life, but also in a way we were desperate to fit in at some point, right? So we were playing by the rules, we were pretending we're something we're not, or many people. And then when we realize, oh dear, this is not doing anyone any good, especially not you, we try our best to shake that off. And, you know, and with that, it's also about speaking the truth. Speak your truth, even if the people around you are not ready to hear it. At some point, it will land in their subconscious, and things will start shifting on a very subconscious level. And you are affecting the field by speaking your truth. So we don't have to pretend that, there's nothing wrong in the world. We don't have to pretend that we're not working at evolving spiritually, raising our consciousness. All of these topics that are kind of frowned upon, isn't it, in normal society, especially talking about supernatural things, as they would call it. It's actually just human nature. We just forgot about it. We got disconnected from our superpowers. We got disconnected from who we really are as a humanity. That's why today we walk around with 96% junk DNA. Yeah, that's what they call it. It's definitely not junk. I can call you that. I can tell you that much. So we are on a quest to unlock that dormant DNA right now. And authenticity is part of unlocking that for yourself. Because when you're prepared to be who you are unapologetically, when you're prepared to speak your truth and the truth, your higher self will say, okay, he is ready to take the next step. Let's give her a little boost. Let's give him a little boost so he can start unlocking his superpowers. When I talk about superpowers, I'm talking about the things that are actually just part of who we're supposed to be. Psychic abilities, remote viewing, telepathy, telekinesis, moving your own energy around, moving the energy in a room around, healing, energy healing, just using your hands to heal. These are all the abilities that should be innate and so natural to us. But as you know, we've been disconnected. Been disconnected from nature. We've been disconnected from each other. We've been disconnected from our soul. We've been disconnected from higher consciousness. We've been disconnected from the higher realms. So this is what we are busy reconnecting with. And, there are always layers of programming that we still need to release. But we work hard every day to do that. And when we do that, we do it for others too. We do it for the collective. There is a quantum shift that happens in the field, and it permeates all of reality on this planet when we do those things unapologetically, bravely, courageously, speaking unpopular truths, whilst we are no longer trying to shove that down people's throats. I know many of you in the beginning, you were just trying, like me, to wake people up. So you were talking about all these things and they were not ready to hear it. And we were quite shocked. So it's not about shoving it down people's throats, but it is about speaking the truth, speaking out. We've been censored, we've been shadow banned, but it doesn't matter. Our authenticity will shine through. Truth will come to light. The meek shall inherit the earth. Those that didn't do things for their own greed, for their own advancement, for their own ambitions, for popularity, for reputation, for financial gain, all of these things. A lot of people are still trapped in that reality where they think that is living. That is not living. That's just, I don't know what it is. It's surviving. So we're moving into such a beautiful time of authenticity. So it means you don't have to be, you don't always have to put on a smiley face. You don't always have to be bubbly. Be bubbly when you are bubbly, and when you're not.